we're going to the Olympia, right?
Yeah!
You know what's gonna happen?
What's that?
I'm gonna whoop your ass, Nick.
Okay, we all love some drama and we all miss the Phil vs Kai days, but honestly, I don't know to what extent could Blessing Awodibu be a threat to Nick Walker. In my opinion, Nick Walker is in the top elite of bodybuilding today, in a league with Big Ramy, Harry Chupin, Brandon Curry and William Bonac. I wouldn't even add Hunter in the mix, let alone Blessing, who should be lucky if he gets a second call out at the Olympia. But anyway, let's see the comparison of Nick Walker at the 2021 New York Pro versus Blessing Awodibu at the 2022 New York Pro and see if I'm right. Front double biceps, and I'm not denying that Blessing looks good if we talk about overall flow, aesthetics, beauty if you want. But let's be real here for a second, guys. Bodybuilding today has nothing to do with beauty, whether you like it or not, and I'm not even sure it should be about beauty at all. Would you describe Dorian or Ronnie's physiques as beautiful? Not really. Would someone dare to discredit their contribution to the sport? I don't think so. Back to Blessing versus Nick, Blessing looks like a classic physique competitor next to Nick, and I'm not trying to disrespect him, it's just the truth, guys. And there in the classic physique division, the aesthetics should actually matter more, but here in the open, it would be a mistake to give the advantage to a smaller waist over a more muscular and conditioned physique. Nick's proportions will never make him a threat in the front lat spread. I mean, yeah, every pose should go through the filter of mass and conditioning to an extent, but even so, I can't think of a worse front lat spread than Nick's on the Olympia stage today, simple as that. Blessing has those high lats and he needs more muscle on that frame, but overall, in contrast with Nick, Blessing should be winning this one. Side chest pose, and Blessing does not look bad here. Nick dominates the arms and shoulders, but his chest is overpowered, as well as his lower body by the upper body here. Blessing has the rounder chest, but downstairs he looks too smooth to get a clear win. Overall, I would personally go with Nick here, but it could go either way, honestly. I'm sure you've noticed the background by now. Yes, I'm looking for sponsorships and I could advertise your brand in the background. For you guys that know me for a while, I'm sure you've noticed the quality of my work, but it's not easy. Earning an extra buck will make me able to invest even more time into this and eventually all of my time, because right now I have a full-time job. Thank you all for the support and understanding. Back double biceps, and I have to be honest, Blessing is doing a great job in the upper half of the back, but as you look further down, he starts to fade in the lower lat region and then downstairs. He looks too smooth in comparison to Nick overall also. Nick Walker is more complete and more conditioned, so he gets the pose. Kinda the same thing in the rear lat spread. In the upper body region, Blessing does battle, but he won't beat Nick here, whose back is much wider and thicker. It's just about the genetics. A 100% Blessing will never beat a 100% Nick in the back shots. They both are far from their 100% here, but you get the point. Side triceps, and in spite of Blessing's beautiful shape and execution, he loses again. The side leg is too smooth, the triceps looks worse than Nick's, and overall, he's less muscular and less conditioned. Abs and thighs, and now this is a pose where most of you would say that at least here, more emphasis should be put on aesthetics, and that might be true. However, Nick Walker is a special case. Aesthetic will never be associated with his name, but he nails this pose. He's got those deep cut abs, wide lats, and combined with those shredded legs, make him very hard to beat in this pose. Blessing has a small waist and great abs himself, but I have to go with Nick Walker here. We're talking bodybuilding, I repeat. Blessing has no chance in the most muscular at this point. He can't even capitalize on Nick's underdeveloped chest, let alone go against his massive arms and shoulders. This is a no-brainer. Nick Walker is the victor. In the end, aside for the front lat spread and maybe the side chest, Nick Walker decisively wins every other pose, in my opinion that is. There may be arguments about that. You could say that aesthetics should play a more important role, but for me, as long as you don't have an issue with a body part, you don't have a distension, you don't have a torn muscle, and you come in bigger and more conditioned than someone who's more aesthetic than you, only you should be rewarded. Let me know your opinion on the topic and also on this comparison in the comment section below. Also like, share and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you guys and see you next time.